Going on, Kyle? Happy to be here, man. How you feeling?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just watched the first couple episodes of Power Raising Kanan, and it is
Ooh.
absolutely incredible. Kudos to you for that. I'm hooked already.
We like that, man. Awesome. That's dope. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
Of course. So, explain to me a little bit about how does it must be a different, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know, but is it different as an actor when you know the ultimate fate of the character?
Is it different? Yes and no. I think kind of with something like that, when you know the ultimate fate of the character, you ultimately have to kind of put that to the side to deal with like what's in front of you at that, at that moment type thing. Actually you take it scene by scene, day by day, whatever. Obviously, that's where you're going, but you kind of, that's one of the weird things about actors. We have to like, act like a bunch of stuff isn't happening or act like a bunch of stuff is happening when it actually isn't or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's you have that knowledge of it, but you you kind of just got to put it to the side.
And one of the things that I think is interesting about your character is that in many ways he's a villain, but in many ways he's a hero. He's very complex, layered character. Do you enjoy playing such a multifaceted, character with so many layers?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's one of the funnest things you can do as an actor is to get into this person's personality and see what makes them tick and, you know, really understand why they move that way. Actually like another one of my, another thing that I like that does that is this game called The Last of Us 2. It's one of my favorite games, and the second installment of it kind of has the same sort of, villain yet hero-esque thing where you actually play as the antagonist from the first game, but you kind of get to understand their world more, and you kind of you start to empathize and sympathize a lot because you get to go on the journey with them, and that's ultimately the same thing we're trying to do with Raising Kanan. Because we know how villainous and crazy he was in the first show, but with this one we ultimately want to go back and tell how he even got to that point. That's really it.
Awesome. And another thing that I love about the series is the strong ensemble cast. Particularly, I mean, well, everybody, but I especially love Patina. I mean,
Oh my
as
gosh,
Kel,
Patina, man.
just she's just in another world.
He's man. Wow, my light just fell. That's crazy. But yeah, man, Patina's yeah, she's out of this world, man. It's different. I literally I'll tell the story every time, man. From the first, chemistry that I had with her, she kind of just punched me in the chest with this power and this intensity she's bringing to this character. And not even outside of that, she's just such a she's such a powerhouse and a force of a person. She just commands respect when she walks in a room, and you can see that with how she's playing rock. It's just so dope, and it's so fun to get to experience and watch and be in that same environment with her.
Awesome. Mekai, thank you so much for talking to me, man.
Of
Power, Raising
course.
Kanan. I love it, and I'm hooked already. Can't wait for the rest of it.
We love that. Appreciate you, Kyle, man. That's
I
love, brother.
appreciate you,
Enjoy
bro.
your day, man.